Hello and welcome. It's me, Luna Noir, and today we are going to be talking about something that just came up on my For You page, and it's about a young man named Schlep. I'm a little shocked that this gentleman who's been doing the great works has been banned from all his Roblox accounts. So what is that? Let's take a look at that. I don't understand how and why Roblox would ban this guy. Like, he has effectively got 6 pedophiles. Not sure if can say that here, but if it's not, we're going to lower down the volume of it. But you know what I'm saying. He has effectively removed 6 kid lovers off of the street. Brought some attention to them. And I don't understand what that is that would stop a company like Roblox from seeing what this young man is doing. I just had to come on here because if you follow me on TikTok, pretty much on TikTok is where I do a lot of my my focus works. You know that there is so much going on right now, and kid lovers are the one thing that I would say that everyone on both sides of the aisle can agree that we don't like. We're obsessed about the files, and it's one of those things that's making me wonder, why is it that Roblox has chosen to punish this young man for this? It doesn't make any sense. And I feel like, with everything that's happening in this country, the one thing that I took at least, a little bit of solace from was that there was at least that one thing that it seems like Democrats and Republicans, like the people, I'm not saying the certain people in the White House, but we, the people, don't want to see our children and family members, be it children or adults, being trafficked. We're pretty much together on that. And I don't think that we should allow Roblox to go unpunished. I feel like there should be a boycott. There are parents out there that I can say that my children, when they were at that age of playing Roblox, they enjoyed it, but my husband and I were very involved in what our children were doing on Roblox. It wasn't like they were just having fun without, us definitely checking to see who are you talking to. And they weren't allowed to just play their games like in their rooms. So they weren't allowed to play their games in their rooms. So it was just one of those things that we just made sure that we knew who they were talking to. And we also instilled in them not to just give out information. And if you see something weird or creepy, let us know so that we can see what's going on and address it. But from what I understand, I don't know what is happening. The television, the computer, all these cool devices and stuff are not supposed to be our babysitters. They're not supposed to be what keeps the kids occupied while we're doing whatever the hell we're doing. I don't know. I just know that parents need to do better. I'm definitely feeling boycott, especially with all the stuff that's happening lately. Like, I heard a story, and it's one of those things that there's so much information out there that you're not sure what's real and what's not. But of a young girl in, I think it was Apache Junction here in Arizona, who was lured into what is it? That share ride company. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to remember the name. Uber. So it was this little girl. I think she was about 11 to 13 years old. I want to say she was probably more like 11. But she was lured by a small child her own age that sent her an Uber, that the Uber took her 2.5 hours to the Mexican border, where thankfully our border patrol saw the vehicle, saw the kid come out, and there was some child lovers in a truck waiting for this little girl. And they called her by name because, of course, the little girl gave the name. And the, border patrol was like, no, you are not doing this, and you are not getting the girl. What are we doing? How do you not? I don't know the whole thing. I don't know if the girl was being babysat. I don't know if this happened, like what time this actually happened, but 2.5 hours, your kid is at the border. I didn't hear an Amber Alert or anything like that. So the whole thing is, when they are getting that sneaky, and unfortunately the children are kind of coming off a little naive and dumb, or, again, parents need to tell the children that there are adults that are just chomping at the bit to lie to them. We as parents need to do better. And if we can't do better, at least stop letting your kids get on this app, like these games and stuff. Like, stop allowing this to happen. And I know not every parent is like that. And I know there are, circumstances that can be out of your control. But they're better. I heard a woman who's also trying to sue, I guess it's Roblox, because her child was trafficked. Yes, if Roblox basically, I hope she wins, because if Roblox's answer to child safety is kicking the one guy off of the app who's trying to protect children, and they're just seeming to be protecting more the kid lovers. I don't understand that. Roblox, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously. We are so tired. At this moment, a lot of us feel kind of like we don't have control over certain things, but I think this would just be a little shot in the arm for other companies to step up and stand up and protect children, because their policy violations cited this young guy named Schlepp, simulating child endangerment scenarios, simulated child endangerment conversations, sharing or requesting personally identifiable information, encouraging users to take conversations off platform. The same thing that the child lovers are doing. That's what he's done, is to save. Do you see the difference? That we have to be able to, wade through this and see what he's done. And I just don't get it. It's very, like I'm on the list too type, it's giving that, like you're going to protect these fools, these monsters, because that's what they are. They're freaking monsters that have access to your children in your home. And on this platform, Roblox, they are using your platform to hunt, to destroy, to become nightmares, not only for the children, that I can tell you that no matter what, even if they are let go or whatever, the children never get over what happened to them. I know from personal experience. So I'm completely on anyone's side who's trying to protect children. And the fact that you have done this makes you look bad. Better needs to be done. And if that doesn't concern you, like with this whole situation, by the way, go support Schlepp, because for the love of God, like whatever he needs to do, if there's like a GoFundMe and stuff, we need to find that information. If there is one, we'll link it down the description box below, because he should fight this. And, more people should be doing what he's doing. Fight for children, fight for kids. There used to be a time where kids could just play outside, like real play. And now they can't even play in these, these fake games, because that's what they are. It's not real play. And it's getting harder and harder to figure out where you can put your kid to feel safe anymore. Because if it's not in your own home, I just don't understand. But then it also leads me to, it used to be a time that if you weren't at home, where were you? You were in school, usually, playing at school, just having fun with friends. And I don't know if you've seen this commercial. I'll see if I can play a little bit of it, but I'll link it to whoever, I guess to the person who created it. I'm not exactly sure. There's this video going around where there's these kids and they're talking about the new things that they got for school. And at first, it reminded me of the, old Kmart commercials and stuff. Like, we're going back to school and back to school days and things like that. And I think it starts off with this kid like, I got some new clothes from school, from my mom. My parents got me these clothes. And then the next kid goes, my parents got me these sound canceling headphones. And then another kid comes up and I got these folders. And it's something weird about, to me anyways, the way she held her folders, and there was an energy. And then the next kid, I think he has like, yeah, my parents got me gym shoes so I can run fast or so I can hide or something. Like, it was just like, what the hell? And then you realize, my mom got me this phone, and it gives me freaking chills. Because the little girl is hiding, and of course, she's hiding from an active shooter. All these kids are like in danger. And where has our country gone? Like, they're used to, like, really, it's like that part where, that kid is just hiding, and there's a lot to be said, but the new moon is coming, and we just ended Mercury retrograde, and I'm just hoping that the energies that are coming are going to, definitely heal and strengthen me, because I'm doing shadow work. I am doing all the best curses I can come up with. If you have any that are surefire, you can go on my TikTok page at Execuwitch and see who's on my list for sending all of my little negative energies, my little goodies. Again, do our magic, be focused, stand together, and do what we need to do to protect our kids. Like right now, the kids are really, it's on my mind, because I know here in the western southern states, our kids are going back to school already. My kid's already in school, second weekend, but so many schools about to start after the holiday, and that commercial, we should have a commercial that's just showing a bunch of kids miserable as shit because they got to go back to school and just do homework and have tests again. It should never be about being in fear for their life. Well, I hope that you enjoyed my little message. Please, if you can, support Schlep. Like I said, we'll link him down below. Man, you did a great job. Thank you so much for all the kids that you protected. There are certain people on this planet, in our country, that are doing the work. They are truly standing up for us. Mangione, come on, let's not forget. We have some saints in my book. I'm pagan, but I dub them saints. Schlep and Mangione so far. I would love to have, I'd go for at least 33 patron saints if the right focus was made. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Just 33 would be one hell of a number. I digress. Please, subscribe, turn on notifications. Go check us out on TikTok, Instagram. I'm trying to do something with Reddit. I suck at Reddit. I don't think Reddit likes me, but definitely let people know about the show. And I hope that Mercury retrograde being gone. Hey, I like this. Oh, that's just juice.
That's juice.
So anyway. So thank you so much. I send you blessings, blessings, blessings. Energy, energy, energy. Thank you so much. And we got, I think it's 16 subscribers here on YouTube. We can get to 20. I would be excited. I'm freaking out on TikTok. We have 207 subscribers. I think we're at 137 or 138 on Instagram. I'm practically blowing up. All right. And don't forget, show my daughter some love. Crimson Fox. Her makeup looks are fire. And she just got some new makeup palettes and stuff like that. And spooky season's coming. So please come back and we will talk to you later. Try to keep the energies up. We got a huge fight coming. But we're here for one another and we're going to support one another. All right. See you later. Bye. Kraken, you didn't do shit. You just sat there and you left me.